share this with other people. Good evening. My name is Selina Kigwe. Welcome. Good evening to the presentation. Thanks for coming early. You got here at the right time. This is the Bitcoin MLS Bitcoin Club presentation. Now you'll see that Bitcoin is dominating the financial news. We've had Forbes magazine state that Bitcoin is the future, and Time magazine is actually welcoming its readers to the crypto revolution. We do know cryptocurrency is the currency for the future. And we can see why, because the blockchain technology, this is the game changer, and this is what created Bitcoin. And it's actually the biggest disruption in our history today. Cryptocurrency will do to banks what email did to the postal service. So think of that, think about that as you're wondering whether to dip your toes into cryptocurrency. Now, MLS Bitcoin Club is the biggest secret on the internet today. It's the instant payment system, which means it pays out instantly to your e-wallet. Now, this is the founder and visionary, Mr. Gary Perkinson. He's a master trader. He was in the military for 20 years, and he's a computer engineer. And he's created a safe system for people. It allows us to accumulate Bitcoin for free. And while we're growing Bitcoin for free, we're also gaining our financial education, financial knowledge that's going to elevate you and your family to a better lifestyle. Now, our system is an education system that crosses over 3 phases. Phase 1, you have in the starter pack, you have the Crypto 101. It's going to teach you all about everything you need to know about e-wallets, what a hard wallet is, and which ones are the most secure ones to use. It's going to guide you in Crypto 102 on an introduction to all the other coins, the altcoins, the alternative coins. So you're going to get a comprehensive cryptocurrency specific education. Level 1 unlocks another module of training, which will help show you how to start your own corporation or LLC. It's actually easier. It's not that hard. It's easier than you think. It's just having the right information. Now, when you get to level 2 and level 4, you will be able to unlock training modules that give you an introduction to trading and how to trade not only cryptocurrencies, but foreign exchange as well. Mr. Gary Perkinson is an experienced Wall Street trader. In fact, his nickname is Wall Street. That's what they call him. That's what they know him by. Level 3 unlocks the solo 401k plan and trust. So you can see that there's another level of education, and that's just phase 1. Now, phase 2, you come to level 5, and you're going to now be taught how to build up your credit, because there's no point, you know, having £10,000 worth of Bitcoin in your e-wallet and you've got poor credit rating, and so you get that type of education as well. Now, level 6 will show you how to pay your home off in 5 to 7 years. It will show you that how you can compound that Bitcoin that you're getting for free and multiply that into interest back into your pocket. Okay, so instead of you putting your money in the bank, the Bitcoin Club and the education that you're going to receive will eliminate the bank interest portion of it, and you will be dealing and have control of your money yourself. Now, phase 3 unlocks level 7 and upwards, and that's when you're really turning around quite a lot of money. Level 7 is offshore accounts, and offshore accounts will protect your wealth. You get now, a lot of people may not know of Robert Kiyosaki. If you've not heard of him, you should go and read his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, he made famous the cash flow quadrant that shows you the four ways that people in the world can produce income. Now, unfortunately, most of us, we're in the E box. We're employees. We have no leverage and only 5% of the wealth. Now, business owners, that's potentially someone like you, someone who will own a system and leverage that wealth. And those type of people, they own 95% of the world's wealth. Now, the self-employed, they also don't have much leverage, and they actually represent 95% of the population. But the investors, they have leverage, but they represent 5% of the population. So you can see how the cash flow quadrant works. Now, we want to elevate from an employee, someone who has a JOB, which I call just over broke. You know, so you have a just over broke position, like 95% of the population. And the next stage of that wealth is the business owner. You're going to generate a lot of wealth, but you're also going to have to work a lot harder for your money. With self-employed, you own a job, you don't have a job. But again, you don't have much leverage. The position we want to be in is where we own our own investments and we have the money working for us. We're not working for the money is working for us. Now, that's what we call leveraging. Our system works with a team effort where we're leveraging small amounts of cash with each other to produce a residual income. So now, if we compare one Bitcoin to dollars, back in 2012, there was not that much value in the Bitcoin. Bitcoin could only get you maybe a couple of days worth of groceries. Now, in 2013, Bitcoin kind of exploded and up to the sort of $100 mark, and you could now buy considerably more amount of groceries that year. Now, the same bit of Bitcoin, the same single piece of Bitcoin in 2014, quadrupled to anything. It floated between $500 to $800 during that year. And that could get you at least a month's worth of groceries. Now, we all remember very clearly in 2017, towards the end of 2017, Bitcoin, one piece of Bitcoin was worth nearly $20,000. It nearly went to $20,000. It's cooled back since then, but that's okay. That's what it does. It goes up, it goes down, but in the long term, it appreciates. It goes up in the long term. Now, in 2020, we've got two predictions. We've got some people, some analysts are predicting $100,000 for one Bitcoin. Some analysts are predicting $1 million for one Bitcoin in 2020. That's less than 2 years away. If you have one Bitcoin and hold on to it, now that's the problem. Most people cannot afford one Bitcoin, and that's where the Bitcoin Club comes in. MLS Bitcoin Club has 10 Bitcoin centers. Okay, so these are the 10 Bitcoin centers, and you start here. We recommend you start with starter and level 1 at the same time. I'll show you why. You start with 0.0167 right now, and you use that to enter into the starter level. At this point, you bring 2 people in who are going to mirror what you do. They're going to bring 2 people in as well. Duplication, that's all it is. Get 2 people to duplicate what you're doing. That's all it is. Once they do that, you get paid 0.048 Bitcoin. For level 1, you get paid 0.12 Bitcoin, and so on. You may notice that the white numbers in the blue column represent the amount of Bitcoin that you need to send in to get started on that level. Now, the numbers in black are above the blue column. This is what you receive straight into your e-wallet instantly. You receive this instantly. Okay, now you have a choice whether to build your wealth fast or slow. Okay, now the basic strategy is the starter strategy. This is the slow track. Now you make a one-time payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin. Just do it better. 0.0167 Bitcoin. That is worth about £103 at today's price. Now, this is you. And every time you enter into a level, you are at the top of your community of 6 people. Now, all you need to do is bring in your 2 people and make sure they duplicate what you do. So let's say you bring in someone here at A1 and they bring in someone here at B3. Now your B line is the line that you get paid. This is your Bitcoin line. You get paid here, you get paid here, and you get paid here. So I think I've got some thing to do there. Yes, so when you bring in your person at A1 and you get paid here, you get £103. The amount that you paid at the beginning, you get that back straight away. Just do this. Okay, so you get that amount in Bitcoin directly to you, directly to your e-wallet. When this person brings in their second person here, you get £103 in Bitcoin, or shall we say 0.0167 in Bitcoin, because the price may change. You get that straight to your e-wallet. Now, the third person, a point to note as well is that you've only introduced one person here, okay? You haven't introduced anyone here yet, but that hasn't stopped you getting paid here and here, okay? So there's no delay in you getting paid. So let's say you get the second person in and they bring in their first person. You now receive that straight in your e-wallet, okay? Now, this final box you don't receive in your e-wallet. Why? Because it's used to repay for you to recycle the same basic strategy, the same starter level over again. And so this is the only system that will recycle you over and over and over again. So you keep receiving 0.0167, 0.0167, 0.0167. Every time you receive, somebody enters into this box in your beeline, you will receive that amount. Okay. Now let's have a look at the fast track, because we're really into this for the fast track. That will take you quite a while to get to the next level. Now, fast track, there's a one-time payment of £385 at today's price, which is the starter level at 0.0167 and level 1 at 0.0462 Bitcoin. Okay, now this is you at the top. You introduce your first person at A1 and she brings in someone at B3. You get £385 in Bitcoin, which is 0.0167 plus the 0.0407. Why do you get those 2 payments? Because the fast track is doing starter level and level 1 at the same time. Starter level is 0.0167 and level 1 is 0.0407. However, there's a 0.0055 admin fee at level 1. There's no admin fee at starter level. And so you get paid on your B line. So with the advanced strategy, you get paid 0.0167 plus 0.0407. When this box is full. When this box is full, you get another 0.0407. 0.00167 plus another 0.0407 here. And then when the third box is full, you get 2 more payments of 0.0167 Bitcoin and 0.0407, which is £385 at today's price. The total amount per cycle is just over £1,000, and you've just started. Okay, so now one point to note is that this example takes into account that everyone that enters these boxes here are doing the same thing as you. They're doing the fast track. They're doing starter level and level 1 at the same time. Okay. Now, remember, it's an instant Bitcoin club and it's member to member. So when a member contributes to the club, they're sending their payment directly to another member. The company does not hold on to the Bitcoin. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, this looks like a pyramid. Well, let's look at what a pyramid scheme is. First of all, you get the person who, let me just, everybody. First of all, you get the person who comes up with the idea, the CEO. He sits at the top and he will always get the most pay. Then he brings in his best friend, the president. And the president now, he gets a little less than the CEO. Now, the president needs somebody to back him up. So he brings in the vice president and puts him on less pay. And then you have the middle management who start to do the hard graft, start to do the day-to-day chores, and they will never earn more than the president or the vice president or the CEO. Then you have the team leaders and the supervisors. They really get their hands dirty, but they get less pay. And then you have the hard-working employees who have no chance of becoming CEO, and they get paid the crumbs. And this is the purest definition of a pyramid scheme, okay? You can never earn more than the person you're upline. MLS is not a pyramid. You are your own CEO. The CEO is always on top with a pyramid scheme and gets the most money. But with the Bitcoin Club, you can actually out earn your sponsor. Presidents are the first recruits in a pyramid scheme and their pay is capped. But the first 2 people can also out earn you. The first 2 people that you bring in, they can also out earn you. There's no limits in this club. But with the vice president, he's the second recruit and he's on a pay cap too. Now you got a choice to upgrade fast or slow. Everyone you introduce follows you over and over. And all you need to do is bring 2 people. When they get 2 people, you get paid and you upgrade. Meanwhile, the pyramid scheme, you've got the middle management, team leaders, supervisors. They're all on middle income competing against each other. And ultimately, they're just simply MLM recruits. Now, with MLS, every level pays out over and over and over forever. And you get free financial education. Meanwhile, the harder working employees stand no chance of becoming CEO and no chance of earning a CEO wage. Now, MLS is not a Ponzi. I can hear people say, oh, it sounds like a Ponzi. The reason why it's not a Ponzi is because MLS is a member-to-member platform. There's no middleman. With a Ponzi scheme, you have a third party who borrows from Peter to pay Paul. This is not what's happening here. MLS stands for massive leverage system. It's simply a massive leverage system. With Ponzi scheme, you get complex compensation plans that are hard to understand. They offer unrealistic profits, but with MLS, the profits are instantly achievable. You hold and own your own Bitcoin wallet. Nobody owns your money. With a Ponzi scheme, the company holds on to, and they own your money. And you have to keep paying in more money on a Ponzi scheme. But with MLS Bitcoin Club, once you join, you never have to pay again. And in fact, you'll be getting Bitcoin for free. It's an instant payment system straight to your e-wallet. It goes straight to your e-wallet. Your e-wallet is like your crypto bank account. Now, with Ponzi schemes, they're delayed payouts. Now, you can acquire the Bitcoin lifestyle using this system quite easily. Now, here we've got an example of what level 1 and level 1 and level 2 and level 3 pays out. So just on one cycle, level 1 pays out 0.1207 of a Bitcoin. It's now 0.1207. Which at today's price is £747. It's nothing to be sniffed at. Now, that's just once. When you complete one cycle, that means the box is 6. Now, level 2 pays out 0.3007. Sorry, let me just mute everyone. Thank you. Okay, level 2 pays out 0.3007 of a Bitcoin, which is worth £1,848 at this price, at today's price. Now, level 3 pays out over £3,500, which is quite a significant amount. And now, this is just when you complete each level one time only, okay? You get 3 payments of 0.0407 at level 1, 3 payments of 0.1007 at level 2, and you get 3 payments of 2.2007 at level 3, okay? So you're earning, if you bring 2 people and make sure they replicate, and do the fast track, you can be at level 2 and level 3 within 1 week. You can earn a Bitcoin as quickly as that, 1 Bitcoin, okay? Now, here we can see, because every level cycles over and over and over again. And so here, let's assume you're cycling 3 times only on each level. That would give you over 3 Bitcoin. At today's prices, that's nothing to be sniffed at. That's £18,000. That's just under £19,000. So you can see that you will be able to acquire the Bitcoin lifestyle quite easily. Now, here we can see a member who was receiving regular payments, instant daily payments of Bitcoin to their e-wallet. Here on the 21st here of July last year, they received a level 1 payment, a level 2 payment. They also received a couple of starter payments here and there, but that starter landed on the same day. And you can see here, this following day, July 22nd, they also received another starter level, another level 1, another level 2, another level 2, another level 3 payment. Okay, couple of days later, they're getting another starter level and another level 3 payment the following day. So you can see it's an instant Bitcoin payment club. It pays you instantly and daily. How quickly and how often you get paid is up to you. Now today, Bitcoin is around £6,014. Now the reason why we say you should use the advanced strategy is this. Basic strategy pays out 0.048 of a Bitcoin, approximately £307. Now, the reason why, hold on one second, audio options. Okay, the reason why we say you should start with the basic strategy, with the advanced strategy, is because there's not much profit at basic strategy. The first time you cycle, you only get to keep £24 because you're going to use most of that to upgrade to level 1. But the second time you cycle, you do get to keep it all. And basic starter level cycles over and over. Now, advanced strategy pays out 0.168 of a Bitcoin, which is over £1,000. And which includes starter level, because everyone will do starter level, and then level 1, which pays out £747 at today's price. Now, the first time you complete a cycle, you will get to keep £398 of that worth of Bitcoin, because you're going to use the rest of that to upgrade to level 2. But the second time you cycle, you get to keep it all. Now, let's see what happens when you go up to level 2. Level 2 pays out 0.3 of a Bitcoin, which is just under £2,000. Then this time you get to keep £580 the first time you cycle, because the rest of that you'll use to upgrade to level 3. But the second time you cycle, you get to keep all of that money. Now, level 3 pays out 0.6 of Bitcoin, which is just over £3,500. Now, the first time you cycle, you get to keep again 580, because you're going to upgrade to level 4, because I'm going to show you what happens at level 4. But the second time you cycle, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Now, level 4 pays out 1.5 Bitcoin per cycle. Now we're in the big league. It's just under £10,000. The first time you cycle, you get to keep approximately over £3,000 worth of that, because the next level, level 5, actually pays out 3 whole Bitcoin. Now, the second time you cycle, remember, every level beforehand is cycling over and over and over again. The second time you cycle, you get to keep all of that money. Now, the game is to elevate to the higher levels. Once you get your first 3 payments, on each level, use that money to upgrade. Why? Because there's more Bitcoin on the higher levels, okay? All members you introduce, they follow you over and over and over again. That way you don't have to keep introducing new people. If everyone that you introduce brings in their 2 people and make sure they could do the same, the people they bring in are duplicating what they are doing, then they will be able to upgrade. And when they do, they follow you. They follow you over and over again. And once you join a community, you never have to pay again, forever. That's it. Once you join, that's it. You don't pay ever again. Now, there is an enrollment fee. It's a limited offer, for a limited time of $49. And that's one-off that you get paid when you get started. And then from the day that you joined, your anniversary date, there'll be an annual membership fee of only $99. No doubt that will be a speck of sand or dust in the beach, you know, using this club, because in a year's time we would have accumulated a hell of a lot of Bitcoin. Now, massive leverage. This is the massive leverage system in a nutshell. To keep it simple, you get 2 people, they get 2, you get paid, and you upgrade. That's all. That's the system in a nutshell. Get 2 people, they get 2, you get paid, you upgrade. Okay? It's a follow me 2x2 matrix with spillover. Now, you get spillover. I don't want to elaborate too much on spillover, but you do get help filling up your boxes by receiving spillover from your sponsor or people that your sponsor has introduced. So MLS gives us wealth strategies that are taught by some of the industry's best. It's a global opportunity with fast growth, and it's an automated payment system that goes straight into your e-wallet. Every level pays out over and over forever, and you get your Bitcoin for free. There's nowhere else that does it this way. You get your Bitcoin for free, and you get free financial education now. You don't have to wait for it. You don't have to pay for it. Now, if you want any more information, you can get more information at www.337go.com. There you'll see videos on what people are saying about Bitcoin and the presentation. You'll be able to see the presentation for MLS Bitcoin Club, and you will learn how to triple your Bitcoin in days. Now, what's next? We have training, dashboard training with myself tomorrow at 10 o'clock GMT, 5 p.m. EST. We're going to be taking you through the dashboard. We'll be doing the intro and the starter level, so everyone will be completely up to date on their e-wallets, so they will all know, everyone should know how to access your Bitcoin and cash your Bitcoin in. Everybody should know that following the dashboard training. And following that, we also have our training with Mr. Gene Flynn on Sunday, the 1st of April at 5 p.m. GMT, 12 noon EST. And that is an essential call. Both training calls are essential. We can't stress enough how important it is. This is a new industry with new technology, new things to learn. So please make sure you do tune in to both training programs. You have training call on at 10 o'clock tomorrow and 5 p.m. on Sunday. Very essential training. Now, please, if you're all members on the call, I know we have one guest, you know, we have more presentations like this. We have one tonight at 10 o'clock with our host, Neville Williams Silvera. And on Wednesday, we're back at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. and Friday only at 8 p.m. on this channel. It's the same channel. So now it's time for you to make the critical walk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to unmute Alex. Alex, I'm going to unmute you for a moment. Good evening, Alex. I know you're a guest tonight, so please do let me know let's have your thoughts. What did you like about what you saw just now? In fact, before we go into that, let me stop the recording because we finished the presentation, and I'm sure this Q&A will go on for much longer.